Hello, hello. It's Wednesday, my crew. No, it's Thursday. It was Wednesday yesterday. That's how it works, right? Welcome to Party Wipe, where we make a roguelike deck builder. Specifically, a roguelike deck builder where you draft an RPG party. Man, Dave, you really blew the intro today. How's it going, everybody? Let's just get into it, I guess. Let me adjust my camera. By camera, I mean microphone. I'm really off to a rough start. How's it going, Nanigans? All right, welcome. Hey, Puffy, you're back. Welcome back. How's it going? Happy Thursday. All right. I did some stuff last night. I want to change a couple things first. I want to change who even... Here we go. I was like, who even has this? You have this. We got some fun stuff. I turned a lot of this code upside down. And so we are going to need to fix some of it. And by fix, I mean hook it back up the right way. I've kind of inverted things. I originally was setting it up so that you play the card onto the mat and then you place the tile onto the tile map layer, onto the battle map layer, right? So if we're on our thing, this is like the battle map layer. Well, this is the play mat, and then the battle map layer is this like tile map that's in here, right? I've changed it. So initially it was like you play the card and then you place it on the map. I've decided to flip it so that cards get placed directly on the map, and then we don't have this back and forth of having to like enter into a state where you're like placing the tile after playing the card, and if the tile placement fails, then we have to undo the card placement, and then it's like this whole thing. How's your day? It's still getting started. It's only about noon my time, but I had a very, I would call it an inane morning at work. A lot of webinars and trainings, and even a presentation on how to think about AI. Just yeah. But now we're doing the work. Now we're doing the real work, so. All right, so we can still, I modified this a little since yesterday. We have a different selection little thing. I like the yellow and I like the dotted line. I know that's a stupid thing to be focused on, but. So notice there's only a certain playable area. And now, so a lot of stuff is disconnected, so we can't actually play cards right now because we need to hook it up. But if I take this item, you'll notice some arrows appear. So it's like some little hints of like, please play this card here. So if you do that, watch what happens. Oh shit. It becomes a tile. It's now a tile on the board. And so we're going to do a ton of stuff. And it's still a card, if you'll notice. So I can leave the area and the card is still in play. And that is very helpful. If I let go, it just goes back. So there's no resolution yet. If we are playing a character, it shows a smaller deployment area. Notice that? So an item can be played anywhere. The first unit of a given type can only be played in a certain deployment area. I might want to communicate that better, but for now it's fine. So we'll do a bunch of cool stuff like this. So like if you play boots, it'll highlight the characters who can actually equip the boots, so you'll get a highlight around like your knight character, or if you have another heavy armor character. If there's only the knight, we'll do things like we'll open up their character sheet and highlight it and stuff. So we gotta hook all this up. The first thing is to get characters placed on the board. It's subtle. The thing like the arrow here, I think is subtle. I tried a full dotted line thing and I absolutely hated it. Like I tried to do this basically, but around the deployment area, and I thought it looked absolutely appalling. So I would like to not do that. I wonder if it would work though. Probably would. This might be too subtle, honestly. The yellow works well. Good contrast, massive theme. Yeah, it's the menu yellow. I'm also using the red for the enemy stuff, or for like something didn't work. Like if you move this around and you move over an enemy, I'm going to try to have it like turn red or something. I thought white was like too much. Seamless. Yeah, thanks Arneo. How's it going? It's pretty seamless. Having it being driven by the tile map layer makes a lot of sense. It does mean we need to redo the hookup. So like we need to be able to actually place this thing, create the card stuff and everything. We need to reverse the flow of it. I also really want my card outlines and stuff. I want those soon. So that you get some effects when you mouse over and select a card. We also need to eventually support click to select. So instead of click dragging, you should be able to just click on the knight and it should go into like a semi-played state. And then you can like pick a spot for it. So I still want to support that so that people can play with just the keyboard or a joystick or whatever, instead of having to do a mouse cursor, which really only helps for, you know, mouse and touch. I think we're okay for now. So yeah, let's get into it. I kind of wanted this thing to show up over the item, but it just doesn't. Actually, it doesn't show up at all, which is interesting. I understand why. I'm also not 100% on the frame icon thing I've got going on here, where you see the highlighted item with the full frame, including the level. I think it's good because it gives you an at a glance, like what level is the card. But I don't know if I would prefer to keep the dotted outline thing. We're gonna stick with this for now. All right, so what we need to do, this is some of the logic I had before for placing things. I don't think I need any of this. Moving the tile occupant around. Yeah, but we're not going to do any of that. All right, so if we actually want to, so we need to do a number of things. We need signals that we can hook up and send out. This is my code for creating a character avatar. So this is our logic for card res is hero card and not party avatars dot has card res dot name. So this is our loop for if it's a new character. It's a new character that's been dropped. So this is where we do the check. So we'll need to do something. We'll need to say something like, if is cursor inbounds for the deployment bounds specifically, then we can do something. Hey, Rhiannon, how's it going? We can do all of this. We can create all of this. I think these should be separate. If not, I don't think we're actually tracking the card dropped thing anymore. Card dropped. Get rid of that. See if that creates any errors. Did. One place. Here a card dropped. Yeah, reversing the direction so that things are driven from the tile map layer has been good. I think ideally I would drive things from the playmat, and then the playmat could mediate between the tile map layer and the battle map, as I call it, and the party roster, but we're not gonna worry about that right now. So we drop a card, whether or not it succeeds, we do it like this. We're doing some cool stuff about playing cards directly onto the tile map layer on the battle map. I set up some of the basics of it. We still delete the token. We set this. I don't think about this. I don't know if we should do this. I think we should do that. I think we should say variable card avatar. Use the card avatar. I don't think we should store a copy of the card avatar. I don't think we need to. All right, let's see if that lets us play something. So yeah, here's how it's currently set up, Rhiannon. We can play a card, and if we manage to move it into the deployment area, it turns into like a chit. I'm calling it a token when it's in this form, because it really is a token. Like, you can notice that I can just go back to being a card, and if I let go, it just returns to the hand. Well, that's not the right example because I actually played it. It ended up here though, which is wrong. If I do this, like, there's nowhere to play this item, so it'll just return to the hand. But I did play a knight, and it ended up here, so that's wrong. We need to set the position. Can we set the position, or is it too early? It should be fine. Say card avatar dot position equals map to local cursor map. Can you drop the direct weapon directly over a character on the battle map? That is going to be the idea. The idea is you are going to have to drop things on the battle map. The way we originally had the system work is you could kind of just play cards into the ether, and then we would switch into like token placement. But that one didn't work well. It was hard to like use the roster for that purpose, and it was hard to figure out exactly. But we can do lots of neat stuff so that if you play like a sword out, it should highlight all of the characters that could take a sword, and then you could pick one. If there's only one candidate, I do still want you to be able to just kind of drop it. But maybe not. Maybe it's an important confirmation that you place it over them. Because I would hate for you to accidentally play this and accidentally replace a weapon and then like get rid of your good weapon because you were just looking. So yeah, I think you should have to place it over who you want to deploy it to. Otherwise, it'll just... I also like this neat trick where the card is still considered to be part of the hand while you're doing this. So the player hand moves. I think is neat. All right, so what if I place a knight here? What happens? Hey, there it is. So I can't select him yet, which is a problem. The selection still doesn't work. So let's work on that. But we can now play stuff. Equipment can be played anywhere. And level up characters can be played anywhere. But when you place it for the first time, it's going to limit you to the deployment zone, which is always going to be here. It's always going to be the left third of the battle map. Since friendly characters always face right, and enemy characters or neutral or whatever, NPCs will always face left. So it should be really easy, and you should always be able to tell who's who. If you hover over someone, can you see a preview of what they already have equipped? Yeah, it'll open their character sheet and whatever. We'll have all that nice stuff that we had before. It's just going to be driven from the tile map layer instead of being driven from the UI. It'll be driven from the battle map. I think it'll be cool. It's starting to feel like something. A long way, though. Long way to go. Okay, so we can't select a character for some reason now. Oh, we need to emit a signal when a card has been dropped. We can say card avatar added. We could also have a card token placed or something, or entered or something like that. Makes you feel more like you're interacting with your party instead of your cards. Yeah. And it leaves open the possibility of cards that directly affect the map. It's not the plan, but yeah, we might get to the point someday where it is like, oh, the player can directly affect the board. Maybe you get some spells or something, or effects, environmental effects or something that you can cause. So it does provide a mechanism for deploying directly to the battle map, or for playing stuff directly to the battle map, whether there's a character there or not. You could even say something like, I don't know, like there's an artificer. Hey, Tara? I don't think I pronounced the S. I'm not sure. How are you doing? It's been a minute. We're working on a roguelike deck builder where you draft an RPG party. Making good progress. Right now we can... I get so burnt on these card draws. Yeah, here are our knights. Where I'm like, where are my knights? We can deploy from the card to the... from the hand to the map. Whoa, why did you come back? Does that happen every time? Oh, I'm not doing any card move to. Of course it comes back. Okay, I see. I know how that will work. Card avatar added. The card avatar knows about its card, I think. No, it knows about the card res. It should also know about the card. Because the card is really the thing connecting them together. Oh, they also know their tile map. Card res. It needs to know their character sheet, and we need to know their tile map. We don't know their character sheet at first. Actually, do we need to know about the res? I don't know if we do. Maybe we do. Are we going to update the res when the character changes? No. So let's do this. Let's not store the card res. Even if that just adds a slight level of indirection. I don't think anyone currently uses that field. We're going to say card avatar dot tile map equals cursor map. We're not going to assign the card res, but we do need to assign the card. We could assign the card name. Because that won't change. That might be a useful lookup. We'll do that if we need it. So yeah, we need to move the card or it's just going to go back to the hand. But we're not going to do this ourselves. We're not going to do this ourselves. We are going to emit a signal. We're going to say card, avatar. I don't know if I want to call it inst or added. Instantiated, added. Whatever. I kind of want to say placed, but placed is ambiguous. We'll just call it this. We'll say emit. We'll say card avatar. Card avatar has a copy of its card. So we're going to emit this signal. And then what we're going to do is we are going to go back here. The party roster is going to listen for that signal. I still kind of want an intermediary, but we can reorganize that later. It's really easy to rehook this stuff up if we need to. Like, I think eventually the playmat is going to be the one driving all the interaction and mediating between the two, but because then there's less direct coupling, but that's still a direct coupling, and it adds a middleman, and so I don't know. We're going to just have the two significant actors directly talk to each other. On battle map, layer card, avatar added. Nope, let's just call it on card, avatar added. Connect that. We'll order it a little bit. Okay, so none of your... There's a question of whether we want to drive... How much we want to drive from the roster. Like all this roster tab stuff. Really, we just need to handle the on-mat card dropped stuff right now. At the moment. We need to drive this stuff from here. We can say variable card equals card avatar dot card. We can say variable card res. We know it's a hero card. Well, I guess we don't technically know it's a hero card. We'll say unit card. Card res. Card data is what it's called. Card name. We also want variable card name. What the heck is going on here? Oh, I'm done. All right. So now we do the fun stuff here. We'll add this one first. So the card res is a hero card, and we have not added this character yet. Oh, we already need to know about the tabs and stuff, so we need to hook that stuff back in. That's fine. That is probably fine. So now we make all of this stuff. And now we want another signal. We want a signal here so we can signal back when this is done. This is going to be character sheet added. Or maybe it should be party member added or something. Party member added. Card avatar. Yeah, we'll say character sheet because that's what we're really talking about right now. Character sheet added. We'll store the character sheet. And this way we can get that info back to the battle map layer because you want a link between these two concepts. You want a very tight link. You want the character sheet and the card avatar, which I think card avatar is a dumb name, but that's our name for the thing. I think character avatar is better because it would really only be a character that would get to have that. I guess a mob might have one too. I think a character is anyone who has a character sheet. And I don't know if a mob has a character sheet. Maybe it does. Yeah, it does, because its stats can change. Yeah, maybe I'll change that terminology. But for now, they're called card avatars. Okay, we need to do some of this mat card entered and mat card exited stuff. I don't know if we want to do all of this stuff, but we need to do some of this stuff. I'm going to make a new copy of it just so we can be a little more... Right now we only clean up through exit, and I don't think I want to do it like that. Maybe we'll talk about the tokens. So maybe we'll have Funk on card token added. Card token, I guess. Instead of mat card entered and mat card exited, let's do card token added and card token maybe removed, I guess. Funk on. Oh, these should be like that. Removed. And this is how we're going to drive the UI. Cardatars. I like token, but I'm using token to refer to those temporary things that stand in for the cards. I'll probably rename the card avatars character avatars. But for now, let's not worry about it. So, unfortunately, this signal is hooked up, so I need to actually disable it here. So let's not do that quite yet. What we do want to do, though, the cards can enter or exit. So if we haven't made the card token yet, that's what we'll do. So when the card enters, we look around. So we make the card token here. So we'll say if not card token, we'll make the card token. And then we will say, oh, we don't really know what the position of the card token is yet. For some reason. Does the card token know its tile position? It should, right? Card. I don't know. I don't know about that. I mean, maybe it should. Let's wait a second. Excuse me. I'm having a very coffee day here. Coffee! Not that kind of coffee, though. I mean, this is. But not the kind of day I'm having. It's been quiet lately. I'm okay with it. Quiet streams. But everyone's having a good time. Or, you know, making do, getting by. Okay, so if we made our card token, let's emit that signal that we made that I haven't declared yet. Signal card token added. Card token. Card token. Signal card token removed. Maybe freed. Yeah, I like freed. Although if it's been freed, you can't really reference it, can you? I guess we should reference the card. The card is still around. But yeah, once we've freed the token, we certainly can't be referencing it. And I don't want to have some crazy handshaky callback signal await thing where I'm like, hold on, I need to read something from the card token. Don't delete it. We're not going to do anything like that. That seems like a horrible idea. That's just asking for trouble. So then whenever we free a card token, before we free it, we'll say, let's say card token. Let's say card token freed dot emit card token dot card. That's the only information we should need. Is the card itself. So I think I'm gonna let the party roster move the card. Because, yeah, the card needs to be stored in the character sheet, and only the party roster can create the character sheet. Don't quite know why I'm doing it this way. Let's do it like this. And then we'll say card, token, added, emit, card token. So we're not going to call this removed. We're going to call this... Oh, public service announcement. There is no stream tomorrow. My parents are coming up. I'm going to try to reschedule it for Sunday. So I might be moving the Friday stream to Sunday this weekend. I'll post something on the Discord. I don't want to cost Sapphire their watch streak. I'm still not sure if it's worth rescheduling canceled streams or if it's better to just stick to a schedule and just eat the cancellation. But I'm trying to stay on task, so I don't know. I'm tempted to reschedule it. It'll also be episode 20, which I might need to delay so I can actually finish the things I intended to do for it. Because that seems like an important episode for a D&D based game. Episode 20. I think we're going to have a bit. I think that's when I'm trying to have set up my facelift for the stream. New title card, new sound effects. Hopefully a new thumbnail for YouTube. Try to get some people to actually watch this. Won't be major, but might be. Hopefully will be a nice little reset. Now that we're kind of getting in the swing of things. Okay. So if a card avatar has been added, we can do all of this stuff with the card avatar. If a card token has been added, we want to do some stuff with this token. We want to do this mat card entered stuff. So let's just take all of this. I don't know if we're going to be able to do all of this. Like, we can't open the character sheet. Let's say if and selected character. If selected character, selected character. We can do, let's see if we can do this stuff. We're gonna try it. We'll probably need to thin it down a little bit. We're gonna try to see if this just works. Do I need to know the card? I don't think so. You enjoyed the Sunday streams? But I deserve some time off. Yeah. The thing is, I would just be working on the game just off stream. Yeah, I think it's okay because it's kind of a slow day. There's not a lot of people streaming on Sunday. I think we get some new people. Usually get a raid or two. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. All right. I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to try it. Now we just need to hook these signals up. Oh, this one doesn't take a token. This one takes just a card. This is gonna error, and I don't know how, but it's definitely gonna. Did you say Sunday? Yeah, I'm not gonna stream tomorrow, so I'm thinking about. Okay, that didn't cause a problem. That's good. What happens when I actually try to play a unit, though? Hey, it creates the roster. Isn't that neat? Or it creates the roster tab, that's what I should say. What does it make sense to maybe have like a mask that covers like the whole board? It kind of like darkens everything else and shows you just the deployment area. Is that overkill? Or would that be maybe a good idea? Not a lot of people streaming is why you enjoy when I do. When I do? Nice, thank you. All right, well, we still can't play, and this doesn't get cleaned up properly. We haven't hooked this stuff up yet, so let's hook up the last signal, and let's just see if this is just a fairly seamless thing. Anyway, how's it going, Marticus? You're not Marticus, I'm Marticus. You're looking for something to do? There's options. There's a lot of options. Definitely a lot of options for stuff to do. Get us down here. That's the signal. Let's see if this works. So I like how this is. And if I actually succeed in dropping this guy, bam, character sheet. It should probably highlight the duder. Like selecting the character sheet should be the same as selecting the duder, probably. Like when I click character sheet select, it should select this guy. Maybe there's times where you don't want that. Hey. Oh man, that just works. So it's not highlighting him. I should wait. I shouldn't do a pressed, although I don't know how else to show it. One thing I don't like about buttons is I wish they had like I wish you could trigger a hover or a focus. I guess I could grab focus, but that's not really what I want. I just want to show a hover. Because right now I can just play this, and now he has this. Although I didn't do the actual card move. Because that's not hooked up yet. Also, the equip page doesn't seem to be working. Maybe the UI just didn't get cleaned up correctly. Thanks for the stretch and the hydrate, Sapphire. Appreciate you. I was just saying there's no stream tomorrow. It might be rescheduled for Sunday. You're lurking, playing IT. That's fun. Some of your favorite things to do include staring into the void, contemplating the horrors, and raging against the machine. Staring into the void is good. I don't know if kids can stare into the void nowadays. I think they might have lost that skill. I admit I have a hard time sometimes. I'll be staring into the void and like my hand will just pick up my phone and I'll like read a news article that I already read or something. We gotta take back our ability to stare into the void. Like, I'm always reading about how boredom is, like, really important. Like, genuinely. Like, that kind of state of boredom that one can get in when there's not really anything to do. Like, when I was a kid, when I would get like that, I'd just read. And when I'd finish reading the thing I was reading, I'd go back to, like, whatever the first thing was. I wouldn't read terribly useful things. Like, it would be like Calvin and Hobbes a lot of the time or something. But I remember trying to deal with boredom as a kid, you know, pre-internet. Yeah, I don't know if anyone can do that nowadays. I think we've lost our ability to do that to an extent. So yeah, keep practicing, Marticus. Keep practicing being bored and not doing anything. It's a useful skill to be able to do. Just a flyby? No worries. No stream tomorrow, yeah. Maybe stream Sunday. Sorry you're feeling sick. Oh wait, no, that's work. Sorry about work. Picking up the phone and reading the news is the contemplating the horrors, which leads directly to raging against the machine. So yeah, as long as we got to get away from the screens, guys. I would love to go back to having a dumb phone, but I would lose the ability to like do things that I do that I depend on, like DoorDash and like Lyft and all the other horrible corpo crimes that I am complicit in as a corpo scumbag, as a regular corpo scumbag like the rest of us here in our little cyberpunk world. I always think back to The Good Place when they're like, oh yeah, no one's gotten into The Good Place in like 521 years. It's like, why? And it's like, mostly Amazon. Is nobody hooked up to these signals? Oh, I'm on the wrong scene. They're hooked up to these signals, right? Okay, so we've identified some blind spots with how this system currently works. We need to do something. On card dropped. We need to be able to recognize that there's something on the map, for one thing. Yeah, sick of work. Thanks for the Bezos bucks, Rhiannon. So when I place this little guy and I get this guy, a couple of things should happen. If I'm hovering over it, this should probably highlight. We can call that focused. We can be like on card avatar focused, and we can try to find it. But I should be able to select it, and I can't do it. Unless I am doing it and the UI just isn't updating. All right. Else. What's this else? What's the if? If card entered. Sure. Else. If cursor is in bounds, map bounds. If input is action just released, select. Tile occupants dot has cursor map. Tile outline layer, set cell, cursor map, 0, selected tile. Selected tiles dot append, cursor map. So why are we not? Oh, we maybe not aren't adding. We're not adding them. Duh. When do we make our card avatar? Here. So we would need to say tile occupants. Tile occupants cursor map equals. Oh, we actually need to. If not, party avatar has on card dropped. If card res is a hero card, we'll say and not. No. Here we'll say if not, party avatars dot has and not tile occupants dot has cursor map. So we can't play a character on a character. That doesn't make any sense. Unless we actually do have this. So maybe we split these up. The not party avatars has part. Yeah, because I actually need to know the distinction between those. It's getting pretty nested. Getting a little too nested, but that's fine. Here, we could do this. If not tile occupants dot has. Here, we can say we can combine these two at least. So I don't think I care about the distinction there. Tile occupants cursor map is, who do I add to this? The card avatar? Okay, card avatar. All right, hopefully we're tracking tile occupants now. Are the arrows too subtle? Should I go back to like a dotted line like this? I don't think so. I feel like people will figure it out. The deployment area one is a little smaller, admittedly. I think I could do the thing, a mask thing, where I darken the rest of the screen. But I don't know if that would look good. All right, so let's play this. And let's see, can I select this now? I still can't. Why not? Why can I not select you? Tile occupants. Cursor map. Will this silently fail? This assignment? It shouldn't. Let's see. Let's just print tile occupants dot has cursor map. Okay. True. Weird. True. True, true, true. Okay, so it's just not. Oh, you know what I did? I probably fucked up the tile set. I bet the tile set doesn't know what it's doing. Yep, I never made the tile. You'd think there would be an error in that case if I try to access a tile out of bounds, but I guess the system just silently fails. Also, do I want it to be this one? Yeah, I think I do, actually. All right. Let's see if that works. No. Bam. Nope. Still nope. Am I resetting the tile outline layer all the time? Is that what's happening? Selected tiles, dot append. Tile outline layer. Oh, you know what we're doing? We're like absolutely thrashing the actual tile outline layer thing. Because the focus tile is trying to be placed there, and it's not. Yeah, somewhere we're recording this in too many places. I could do a dictionary where we store... No, I don't want to do that. I want to store them separately. I think I'm just clearing them. Think the arrows are enough? Well, here's hoping. I find that the bigger the area, the less I want to do stuff like dotted lines and things. Arneo, your multiplayer test worked out? Nice, nice. Yeah, I'm interested to see what you got going on there. I saw a little bit from the post. Card token. Oh. Well, that's probably fine, right? Yeah, that's probably fine. There's like a shadow here. I'm just hoping that doesn't automatically send that one. Although, I guess that's fine. Maybe that's fine. All right, so we're overdoing it. Oh, clear all tile outlines, clear tile outlines. Tiles is empty, return tile outline layer dot erase cell. I need a better way of managing tile outlines. Do I just make 3 different tile map layers and just not care? That seems really stupid. But it could also work. Then I don't even think I need to track them in these arrays. I don't even think I would actually need these arrays then. We're gonna try this. I'm gonna try something. I don't actually know about this pathing layer, but we're going to leave it in there for now. Let's say layer, so that's consistent with what we've got going on elsewhere. Oh no, let's keep it. Let's keep them as tiles. And delete this. Although I need to save this thing's tile set. Don't delete it yet. Let me save your tile set. Tile outlines. Tile set. Send a call on the Discord, Arnia, if someone has time to do another test with you. Need folks from other countries. Oh. Rain is also going to be doing some multiplayer tests. Yeah, that's cool. Do some testing. I don't know if we can interact online because, you know, I'm protected by California privacy laws. You're protected by European privacy laws. Let's just make sure we don't get a lawsuit on our hands, you know. Try to test in jurisdictions with very little legal oversight, you know. All right, so we aren't going to do these anymore. If not, is cursor inbounds? If card is entered. Here, let's retain clear all tile outlines. I'll just do this. Well, I have a function for that then. All right. So if there's Porky Piggin over here. Clear all tile outlines. That's an okay time to do that. Otherwise, if there isn't a card entered, you really just want to clear the focus tiles. Tile outline laner doesn't exist. So we'll say selected tiles. Set cell. Otherwise, let's say selected tiles dot clear. No, pressed tiles, not selected. Actually, I guess you would want to clear the selected tiles. Actually, you would want to clear them all, huh? Clear all. Here you would say focus tiles. This is like a really brute force way I'm doing this. Should be fine though. LF is input action. Oh wait, if cursor is in bounds, LF input dot is action pressed. Yeah, we would just clear all, wouldn't we? Okay, okay. Let's see if that does anything. Oh, you know what I should do? I should probably set up these tile maps. I don't think I need to do anything else. Famous last words. I just missed my ad break. Who's yelling? Someone's yelling in this implicit, no, not found, pathing layer, battle map layer. That's what you get when you just change names. Pathing tiles. Okay, that all seems to work. Okay. What if I play a knight? What happens? Wow. Hey, it's selected. Okay, finally. Jeez. And if I click away, it's unselected. If I click back, it's selected again. Okay. Looking good. Looking good. All right. So that should remain. We should highlight probably. We should highlight if you're over. Look weird when they're like offset from each other. That's okay. Okay. So we need a lot more interaction. So if I do this. If I do this, there should be some kind of outline around the unit. Maybe we use a focused. Maybe we use this one. What happens if I play another knight card? What should happen? Okay, this shouldn't occur. Right now it's like, oh, sweet, there's a knight. Let's level this knight up. I actually want you to have to confirm. I want you to just have to confirm. So I want something around this character. We're using white outlines for the card layer, so let's continue to use the yellow outlines for the battle map layer. I honestly might change my mind about that. Could try the yellow. I like the white though. White outlines look good against the red. I think if I use more yellow, it would be confusing. The same thing with this. So we can bring this out. Now it shows us here. But we need to confirm. I want to show that you could place something on this without necessarily going straight to the full white outline thing, because right now it looks like it's going to be added. That should only happen if I actually do this, if I actually go over it. But it could... I guess what it should do, so let's grab a weapon. So let's play a weapon. That didn't actually resolve correctly. So this didn't actually open correctly. Once I've selected this, we should start getting cool things like pathfinding and arrows and stuff based on how much movement. I have to actually decide on the starting stats for everybody. And I have to start putting effects on equipment. So we're getting close to being able to like move people around and do things. I'm gonna need a turn order. I'm gonna need some kind of turn order thing. I mean, I've got the menu here, but I need the actual system that manages it. Okay. Let's work on getting the equipment and the upgrades and stuff. So we need some kind of confirm. So on card drop, if the card is a hero res card, if it's not in the party if it's not in the party already, then we'll go through this process. Otherwise, if it is in the party already, we can do something else. Essentially, if it is, we only really want to do something. Well, we want to do something for the party. So this is for card dropped. We're going to do something different for card entered and card exited. Maybe we handle the card entered and card exited thing first. So what are the signals we're going to send out? We've got card avatar added, card token freed. You have an equip card dropped. We can use the card token added and card token freed thing to drive a lot of UI as well. Not sure how much I want to signal and how much we can just do. Like this. I wonder if these arrows should be red. Yellow's good. So now they're selected. So if they're selected, this should have something. Maybe not. If I go to play another night, let's solve these situations one by one. So if I go to play another night right now, as soon as it enters here, it's like, oh yeah, let's drop this night card. That's not what I want to do. I want it to, once I play this, I want it to highlight this guy. Oh, let's do the same arrow thing. Let's do the same arrow thing. I think I like that idea. So we'll, the same way that you get these like 4 little arrows, let's get those around the knight. Let's add those to the tile mark sprite atlas here. So I want 2 more. So we've got focused, pressed, and selected. I also now want out of bounds and inbounds. Right now, I'm doing a thing where they extend. But maybe I don't like that as much. Maybe just flipping them is good. I kind of like the extension though. This is just flipped, where we just flip the arrows from outside to inside. I like having the extension. So it flips and extends a little. I don't know why. I just like that. Oh, let's make red versions of these, I guess. I don't know if we need red versions of them, but I'm gonna just make them. Oh my god, Dave. Select the tiles. Say constant, we're going to say out of bounds. This is a really bad way to do this. Should I say within bounds? We'll have like something that describes where these are instead of just this horrible thing. All right. So let's Well, let me fix the... I need to expand this tile set first. That's what I need to do. Where's this thing? Tile set. Why can't I add these? Here we go. Alright, so what I want to have happen is when I play my knight, the knight's like, oh, play me in here. It's like, okay. I'll play it in there. And now if I go to play another knight, assuming I can find one, now I want the thing to be in here, around him. That's what I want. Is that yet another tile map, though? Might be. Place a tile map layer. I'm gonna call it like bounded tiles, I guess. I think bound tiles is grammatically correct. It's maybe slightly misleading. Let's say bounded. Could also say boundary. We'll say bounded. All right, so now we can handle this case. So card res is a hero card res and not has. I think I decided to split this. I think I want if. Here we'll have an else. So if we're just adding, and we know we have this card already, we can say variable, say card tile maybe. Hero tile, I don't know. Character tile. Avatar tile. So we know the tile. Can I just look up the avatar? Party avatar's string based on the card, the character name. let's just make that a thing. Variable card name. It's a character name. String equals card res dot card name. Avatar tile is going to be party avatars. Character name. Dot tile map. It's a character tile. Okay, so we know the tile, and what we can do is we can say if... Is this on card dropped? No. What we can do is we can say... If not, is cursor. We'll say selected. No, we'll say bounds. Bounded tiles dot clear. Say bounded tiles dot set cell. Oh, what we need is we need bounded tiles. We need to say if. Clear the tiles first. We'll say if character tile, see if cursor map, character tile matches cursor map, then we know bounded tiles got set cell character tile 0 atlas chords inbound within bounds. Inbound and outbound is maybe not the clearest way to say this, but who's going to stop me? Who's going to review my code? I'll tell you. In time bound, what am I even typing? Inbound tile else. Actually, yeah, whatever. Is there actually anything we need to do in these? There may be a signal we need to emit, so I'm going to keep these. I know I could just do this with a ternary, but I'm convinced there's a signal that we're going to be sending. Especially if we're inbound. And then if there's a card drop, we can do something else. But let's see how this looks starting out here. So we got our card. I'm going to play them. Playing them. They're selected. I'm going to find my other knight. Now, when I play this knight, absolutely nothing occurs. Cool. Not the outcome I was hoping for. Like, literally nothing occurs. Not even the outer bounds thing. Interesting. Card entered. Card res is hero card. Else. Clear all tile outlines. Map corners dot frame. Oh, is map corners not being made visible for some reason? So map corners dot visible equals true. Oh wait. Card is hero card. Else. Oh wait. If not party up, this is part of this else. It's part of a couple of else's here. Also want to put these there. To do it down there. Okay, that's one thing. One thing at a time. You can fix one thing each code modification. That is a great. So we're going to play our duder. And we're gonna go. Here's the other one. Okay, that part's right. That part's also right. Although I actually don't want to switch it to this. I actually want to disable this and show the other one. So I actually want. So else. If not party member has, else. Frame equals 0. And then return. Well, return is not right. Just want to do this. Do an else here. So if we're not there, we want to just do that. If we are there, we want to say map corners dot visible equals false. And now this is where we want to do tile cells, character tile, outbound tile. I literally never plugged in the tile set. Don't you love it when you've identified a reason why something's not behaving the way that you should, and then you identify a separate, totally separate reason? And you're like, oh, there's so many more reasons this isn't working than I thought. All right, we do that. So the first one needs to be played within the deployment area. That looks nice. We do that. Now we find another one. Now, at first, it's just like, okay, at first it's like nothing. Okay, but now that it's in here, now it's like, please play this on the night. Okay, I like that. It's like this needs to be on the night. Then when we go over, it swaps to the usable version. That's not super readable. I have mixed feelings around using the white outline for the tile here. I don't think we need to do it because it's very clearly on your cursor. I feel like it's just in the way. I think it's consistent with some other stuff that we're doing, but I'm feeling like I don't like it. So we're gonna swap back again. I know the first thing I did today was put this on there. Think everything's squared off now? You haven't really caught more than a couple minutes of the stream? No worries. Haven't done much more. I haven't done much more than a couple minutes of stuff. But we're getting stuff placed. We're driving the UI from the battle map, from the tile map layer. Tile map layer is really king. It's going to provide our confirmation systems for like replacing gear and stuff. All right, so I've removed the outline. I think it's a little weird because I do want to outline the cards, I think. Maybe I don't, but I think I do. I don't know. We'll see. It's easy to change. So right now what I've got is it just shows you this without the outline. I think that's fine. I play it. Selected. Now if I find another one, now the system is like, okay, you need to get it over this thing. Okay, I like this. God, why is this song so loud? This song is always so loud. Okay, I like this. I think this is okay. So it shouldn't let you play it unless you play it on the other guy. This is a confirmation thing. Because that it'll work. It should work that way for equipment too. What's annoying is I don't think we want to update this thing until the card is over it. It's a little annoying. Why isn't it doing the outer map thing when we're out here, though? Why isn't that happening? Can you play the second knight on the field instead of on top of the first knight? That's what we're trying to prevent. If you have two knights on the field, can you combine them, or can you only level up by placing a knight from your hand on top? Yeah. I don't want to let you play more than one copy of any specific unit. And I think for confirmation's sake, just so you don't accidentally replace an item or something, I think I'm going to make you put it on top of the unit to confirm that that's what we're doing. Just so you don't accidentally let go of a card over the field and replace your legendary sword with like a common dagger, and then you lose. I'm tempted to get rid of the hero count, though, like the roster limit. I'm tempted to let you play as many heroes as you have hero cards. Like if you, let's just say you have like, let's just say you've been weird with your drafting, and instead of like drafting more copies of the same heroes, you've been going for variety. Like you've gone into different heroes. Let's say you have like 5 or 6 hero cards now. Like you have all sorts of different types. I'm tempted to let you play them. Well, that'll be a balance question, because usually in this kind of a game, you get way more power from having additional units than you do from just having better units. So that might be kind of broken, and I still might need you to designate like your units at the start of a run. I think I have to do that. I think I can let you draft your 4 heroes or pick them or whatever. Because otherwise, quantity over quality strat sounds fun. It might be totally broken, though, is the problem in those games. Well, here's my problem. So the demo as I intend it, you won't unlock new content in the demo. Because otherwise people will just play the demo for, you know, they'll just play the demo instead of the game. Because they'll be like, oh, I unlocked all the content. I had access to all the heroes and I just played the game. So, like, what's the difference between starting the game out and you only have the starting 4 heroes unlocked versus, let's say you've unlocked all the original content in the base game, which I think is going to be like 9 heroes, probably. Thank you for the follow, Strivent Blue. Appreciate you. Drafting just becomes harder if all 9 heroes are available. Like, in terms of, like, if I let you draft from a 9-hero pool versus a 4-hero pool throughout the game. So I'm still tempted to say, like, you have to pick... You have to, like, elect your hero pool at the beginning of the game or something. It is a question of whether I make you draft for it or not. But I still think I might make you pick a hero composition at the beginning of the game. And then for the demo, it would just be locked to the original 4 heroes. The 4 originals, as we call them. Could make it so you need to unlock additional heroes in future runs too. That's the idea. That's the idea. That's the game in terms of unlocking content, is unlocking new heroes and items and stuff as you play. The only question is, do I make you limit your hero pool at the beginning? Do I say like, these are your heroes. You can draft their cards in whatever proportion you want compared to their equipment or compared to each other or whatever. I just think the game becomes untenable if it's just like, oh, you're presented with any of the heroes you've unlocked. It makes the game harder, arguably. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't make the game harder. Maybe it's okay, because I was talking about... I think if I lifted the limit on the number of heroes you could have on the field, that reduces the difficulty thing. We'll have to think about it. These aren't decisions we're gonna make. Risk of Rain 2 style? I didn't like Risk of Rain 2. So I'm not sure how they did it. But how's it going, Striven? Risk of Rain 1 is one of my favorite games. Easily one of my favorite games. But for some reason, the swap to Risk of Rain 2 just totally lost me, and I don't know why. I don't know why. I can tell you why, though. It's the mechanics. Mechanically, I like Risk of Rain 1 way better. I actually do know why. Same for you, Remus. Yeah, I don't know what the difference... I mean, I do know what the difference... I'm trying to give myself some plausible deniability here. I think Risk of Rain 2 is very good. The soundtrack? Oh, the Risk of Rain 1 soundtrack is so good. I don't know, but I'm sure the Risk of Rain 2 soundtrack is very good as well. But yeah, how do they do it in Risk of Rain 2, Striven? Since I don't know. One gets unlocked by bringing a touchy explosive along. One you unlock with a special currency for power-ups with drawbacks. Still typing? Oh, no, yeah, go ahead. Take your time. Go back and play Risk of Rain 1, Arneo. Yeah, it's like you have to... It's not just simple. It's like you have to do things, right? Like, you have to meet some kind of unique thing. That's kind of what I want. Like, I want you to either complete a character's quest line, which will be, like, really hard, and then you can play them again later on. Or, like, you defeat a mid-boss, and then now that mid-boss can come with you on your next run. And maybe if you have that mid-boss in your party, maybe that changes your progression throughout the run. Like, maybe now there's a new area you can access, whereas, like, you bypass that mid-boss fight, but now you have something else you can do. Like, yeah. Like, it would be cool if you play the first time and the final, quote-unquote, final boss is, like, the Demon Knight. And then if you beat the Demon Knight, you can then play with the Demon Knight. And now when you get to that part of the game, now you don't fight the demon boss. Or maybe you do fight the demon boss. And then, but now that they're on your side, you can progress even further in the game this time. I know that takes us somewhat out of roguelike territory and into roguelite territory, because I'd be locking progress behind previous runs. But I'm thinking about doing something like that, because I don't want you to be able to have the whole experience just when you play the demo. I mean, I want you to have a full and complete experience when you play the demo, but I don't want you to be able to fight every boss and visit every area and do all of the things. I want to, like, lock it behind something. And the way I'm thinking about it, doing it now, is by just having exclusive choices. Like, you can either go to area A or B, and area A leads to area C, and area B leads to area D, or something like that. So, like, your choosing, and maybe there's ways to cross back over and change your mind. I want to kind of Spelunky like you are choosing how you progress through the game, and you like cannot see everything. Like, I want something like that. Yeah, that makes sense, Strivent. Two game modes? Yeah, I don't know about 2 game modes. All right, what was I even doing? I don't know. So we play this guy. Now it's here. Now, if we play something else. Now what it should do if I do this, it should do the same thing. That shouldn't highlight. Shouldn't highlight. Maybe it should. I think I'm going to limit it so that it'll only highlight when you go over. And then it will show you the equip page and whatever. All right. So why is the battle map not showing when we're on this branch? If not, is cursor inbounds map corners dot frame? Well, map corners dot visible needs to be true. Play this. Where's our other knight? I'm gonna close this guy. Now we play another. So okay, so now it's like get this in the battle map. Okay, now that it's in the battle map area, now it's a chit. And now it's like you need to play this over the knight. Now we go over to the knight. And at this point, that's when the character sheet should open. I think. Actually, maybe the character sheet can open now, but it needs to not show the level up until we go over it. We need to not have the hover and stuff until it's over there. Actually, maybe it could do the outer white outline, but it shouldn't go to the inner one until we actually are over it. That's actually finally a good use case for that, I think. Now it's all broken because I have that stuff. You should also be able to do a thing like click your character and then like click a card and like we'll do some things to smooth that process out. You were sending your credit card details. Oh, see, well, I'm sorry. I was interrupted in the midst of doing that. Strivent, you have a lot of time on Risk of Rain 2. You have a lot of accounts for restarting for new people to the game. Yeah. No, I know what you mean for the co-op. You're hoping to absorb Godot skills to this screen. It looks cool. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we're very looks forward. We started out by doing all of the card interaction UI stuff of like having the characters. You can't see all of it because I've broken some of it, but we're redoing it so that it works through the battle map here. So there's like 2 halves of the game. There's like the card stuff, which is like all your gear and characters and stuff, and then there's going to be a battle system that's like a turn-based little battle, like a Into the Breach style little turn-based battle thing. I really like the interaction of dragging the card onto the field. Swapping out the token is really clean. Yeah, I had to learn how to do that. I can't make the card invisible in the traditional sense. It actually stops the card interaction, so the card is still there. It's just modulated to be transparent, which is funny. But yeah, it makes it really slick. And then if you don't fulfill the requirements when you let go, it just comes back to the hand. My favorite is how it just moves its position in the hand even when it's out like this. That's such a weird thing, but I'm glad they did this. That's a neat thing to like remind you that it's still a card, even when it's a little chit. So we play this guy. Now we play this one. And it's like, and so we can show these arrows. When it's equipment, we can show those arrows when it's any hero that can take the equipment. And then when you bring it over, it'll bring up the character sheet and it will tell you their info. So I think that's fine. So what I need to do is I need to rethink some of the signaling. Some of the character sheet signaling I don't want to do here. Or the character sheet UI updates. Joined. Oh, thank you, Striven. What are you working on? What kind of Godot stuff are you doing? Has anyone here played Hollow Knight? You like the character sheet? Oh, thanks. I made all the UI. All the sprites, like the characters and stuff, those are from these are all the, you know, the sprites are all from a asset pack, but the UI I made, I'm rather proud of it. Shouldn't the second night also be limited to the area on the left? No, the second night has to be played on top of the other night. And that's what the UI should be indicating. Has anyone here played Hollow Knight? I really haven't. Oh, no, I have. I've played it. I don't like it. We have very different tastes in games. I don't like Souls-like games. Even Souls-light games. I just don't. The atmosphere of Hollow Knight is so good, but mechanically I hate it so much. So yeah, the first one has to be played in here, as indicated by these arrows. And then when I grab the second one, first the game is just like, please get the card into the map. And then now that it's in the map, now it shows the arrows around the guy. I just need to update the character sheet UI to not do what it's currently doing. It's triggering too early. It shouldn't trigger when I enter the battle map. It should trigger when I am over the night. So I just need to... We're still finessing the signal hookups between the two. This is being a little too aggressive. So that is handled on card token added. It's these branches shouldn't happen. Actually, some stuff should occur. Just not the stuff that's currently occurring here. So like, okay, if selected character... Yeah, that should happen. If not, roster tab has and roster count is less than or equal to roster count limit. If not, roster tabs has, yes. Okay, elif party characters dot has. If party characters has this card, selected character is this card. What we should do here is we should also say, if it is, and card token dot tile map is equal to I'm gonna make this nested maybe. We should highlight the tab, the roster tab. Is what we should do. I don't know where I do that. On target card token added. Set press no signal. That's what we want. We want to do this no matter what. But then we want to say if. Here we'll say variable party character. Party character stores character sheets. Character sheet. Party characters. Card res dot card name. Party tabs. Card res dot card name. Is that how I? Party tabs dot add child. How do I access my party tabs? Oh, they're called roster tabs, I think. Roster tabs, yeah. Roster tabs. Party characters. Now we need to say if party care dot. No, we need to say if. Oh, we're heading into ads. I'm going to take a quick ad break. Mage Spellcaster? I've not heard of that one. We'll take a look at some of these. All right, yeah, I'm going to take a quick break. Appreciate you hanging out here. This is the last ad break of the stream, so I need a couple bio break things. What's free? Mage Spellcaster? We'll take a look at it. I've played MTG Arena. All right, be right back. Thanks for hanging out. All right, we back. Thanks for hanging out. All right. Sounds like the game is actually called Magecraft Spell Building. Take a look. Free roguelike deck builder. This looks promising. Steam Powered wants to access some things. Let's not. Cute. Small game from last year. Oh, incredibly positive reviews. Like outrageously positive reviews. Didn't take off for some reason. The UI scaling is weird. I see some spells. Ooh, are you like building spells? Lots of cards. Okay, so there's slots. So you have 3 slots, and I guess you can play spells in order, and they're also playing spells in order, and then your spells like fight each other, I guess, or there's like a matchup. Maybe there's some interactions. Choose a sigil. Oh, can you sigilize the spells and like modify your things? I might have to try this. It is free. I wonder why it's free. Maybe they sold it and then it didn't really take off, and so they were like, well, let's at least try to get people to play it. All right, features. Counter enemy attacks. Take on enemy attacks, destroying them to keep yourself safe from harm. Or take the hit and attack the enemy directly to do as much damage as possible. So you can... I don't know the difference between those two things, but... Ooh, there's a dungeon. This GIF is like way too fast. Do all the GIFs have play buttons on them now? Fascinating. I like this. I like this kind of branching path thing as you're like moving through the dungeon. That's neat. That's super neat. It looks like non-linear too. So you can like double back. Kind of weird. It seems like weird that you can't go from here to here, but that's interesting. Collect sigils. Combine over 50 sigils. Craft custom spell cards. Oh, the sigil is the effect, and you can make cards with multiple effects. Ooh. Okay, the Abyss is a separate mode with randomized characters and starting decks. Neat. Oh, that's like a roguelike version. They must have added that to try to get that part of it in there. So was this not originally a roguelike? That indicates to me that's true. Cool. I could see why they had a hard time communicating the appeal of this. We should pay attention to this because we're at risk of failing in similar. I mean, this isn't a failure. 100-something reviews is not like nothing, but it's definitely not what I want. Should look at this. Should play this because it seems like the quality of the game is great. 97% overall. But yeah, I see why maybe it failed on the appeal front. I think they had a hard time communicating why you would want to play the game. I think the UI could have used some more love. I'm a little worried that I'm overcrowding my UI, but we'll see. We'll have to see. Because I don't like this sort of thing where everything is small text and impossible to read. But negative space is good. Negative space is important. Sigils are cool. Sigils are cool. Events also permanently change parts of the map. Oh, that's nice. That's a neat thing. Okay, I was adding a line of code here. What was I doing? LF Party Cares has... Okay, so if we're trying to add another... If we've added a token for another copy of the same unit, then what we should do is... We should set pressed the roster tab. So we'll need a token removed. We'll need to clean that up. Variable party character. So we get the party character, and then we need to know, we need to say if party character dot... Well, what do I need to know about the party character? Oh no, I just need it potentially. I need it potentially. I might need to make it the selected character, actually. Let's do that. And then what do I need to do? So the qualification here is I need to do some comparison. I need to know if the card token is in the right spot. Maybe I need another signal for that. You laughed when you combined Fire Sigil with Fox Sigil and it created a spell named Firefox. That's pretty funny. Okay, well, I know what I want to not do right now, which is this. So we're going to not do that. And then similarly, roster tabs and not party characters. Otherwise, sheet highlight dot visible. Also, we need to set the party tab to be false. We need to do this again. Read roster tabs. Card res is hero res of roster tabs and not party rect. Roster tabs dot erase. Party tab dot queue free roster count. Selected character party characters dot update display. Sheet highlight dot visible. Probably just want to close the whole character sheet, but let's start with this. Modifying this for the board interaction is hard to keep straight, all the different things we're doing. So let's get the knight on the board. It's okay to open it like that. And if I close this, what I want to have happen. Yeah, I want that. Well, I don't want this party tab highlight. I don't want to do it at that point. I don't want to do pressed. This is one of those cases where I really want like a focused or hover. But I can't, so I'll just accept that I can't do that. So let's undo what I just did, because that's actually not what I want. Same thing here. Read. We'll just pass for now. Oh, and also we want this to be false. But I don't want to do that here. What I want, I don't mind this opening. That's like kind of neat. And then if I put this on, what I want is when I'm over this, I want this to highlight. By highlight, I mean I want it to appear pressed. So first, we actually didn't finish this. We didn't finish this process. We're not actually emitting the character sheet added signal, which I need. Maybe we can do this like that without having to necessarily do a lot of back and forth. So on card avatar added, Selected character, we do all of this. LF card res is unit card res. Party characters at character card. Why? If not has LF. This doesn't make sense. This is just it else. And we can just add a character card. On card avatar added. Yeah. Get rid of this. I can make this and again. So we're only going to do this when a new character card is played. So play our character card. That part's correct. What's happening here is correct. So I want to recreate that. So we're adding a knight. You can see it in the upper left. Adding this knight. Maybe we won't outline. Maybe I'll just raise the card up a bit instead of doing outline. For when you hover over the card. I don't know. I kind of like having an outline around the card. Might be hard to do. Whatever. Let's play the knight card. We got our knight. And then what I want is when I play this new knight, only when I hover over here should it show this. And honestly, it should probably open. Maybe it's okay if it highlights here. Yeah, it actually would be okay to highlight the party tab at this point. Highlighted for a brief second. Because I was moving my cursor so fast, I was getting out from under the card. Yeah, that's what was happening. Okay, so I think it's okay to highlight the tab here, maybe. And then when you pop it over the knight, that's maybe when we open the character sheet. Let's do that. Let's do it that way. So on card token added. So we can do this. I don't think I want to do the character sheet open. I think I just want the tab to highlight. So let's do that. In which case we could do it either way. So we'll do that, and then we need to, when we exit, undo that. I'm not sure about this. So if there's a selected character, we want to do this. I think this is separate. I think here we say else. Else. Roster tabs. Card name. Set pressed. No signal. False. I think that's right. I'm not convinced. How long do you spend? How do you spend so long coding, or is it just gaming? Oh, this isn't that bad. This is a couple hours, but I don't know. I think of it as a means to an end. I want to make this game, so I'm kind of just willing to do the things needed to make it. That's not meant to sound super pithy. It's just. So if I find the other night, I play it. If I do this, what happens? Yeah, that needs to turn back off again. So on card drop. Oh shoot, we don't send an on card drop signal. We absolutely need to. No, we send an on card token freed. So why didn't that work? If card res was hero card res, if roster tabs has and not party characters has. Oh. Else. Roster tabs. Card name. Set press no signal. False. That should have just worked. That should have just worked. Why didn't it? Card is a hero card. Roster tabs does have the card. But the party characters, also has the card. No, yeah, so these aren't both true. So I should have just hit the else. Let's just see if we got here. Huh? I print. No extra required. You're genuinely curious. Yeah. It's one of those, it's like, you can't, if you want to be serious, if you don't have to be serious, you can do this for fun. But it's like, if you're seriously trying to like get healthy and like exercise and work out and stuff, right? You can't just go to the gym when you feel like it, right? You have to create like habits and routines. Shenanigans for you, coding feels like playing with Lego. You simply enjoy the doing. That's very nice for you. I do not feel that. I don't know if I like coding. I'd have to think about that. I do like building things. I like watching things work. But yeah, I don't think I like it to that same extent. Okay, now it's working. So why did it work only when I put the print statement? Oh no, it worked, but what about when I drop? We didn't do that route. Did we get this signal at all? Or is there another signal we're emitting? I think we're missing this signal. I don't think we're sending this signal correctly. Freed. False. Yeah, okay, we're not sending the signal when we card drop. That's weird. That's weird that we're not doing that, but okay. If we start doing that, it should work. Card drop. On card dropped. Card is res. If not has, if is in bounds. If card token. Well, we should emit the signal here anyway. We do it everywhere else. Card token free to emit. Anytime we free a card token, we should emit the signal no matter what. But if we're here, we want to do something as well. We're on this branch. Let's see how that works. Night, deployed, close that. Other night, dropped. Okay. Okay, that's what I want. Yeah, I want you to confirm that you're doing this, because there's risks to doing this that are real. Also, did my cards get lower? I feel like the card hand is like moving around. But that's fine. I want this amount of space because I want to be able to pop the card up a little higher. Strivent, you know, maybe it's just harder to do tutorials for that long. Oh, do not do tutorials. You should only do a tutorial if you know what you're trying to learn. Like, you should have a goal in mind. You should have, like, I'm trying to make this. I don't know how to make this. I will watch a video on how to make this. Yeah. I think trying to learn it to watch a tutorial just to like absorb learnings, I think that's rough. I think if you want to just learn kind of how to make a game, don't watch open-ended tutorials. Like, join a game jam or something. Like, yeah, I think tutorials for their own sake are not worth it. That's personal. That's my opinion. You still like coding? Yeah, you're trying to run around and absorb as much as you can. Yeah, I would not recommend that approach. I would try to have something concrete you're working on. Either a project so that you're like, okay, I know what I need to go learn, or something like that. You're on 15 out of 37. Yeah, but you could go through this whole series, and if you don't know what you're going to use it for, you might not absorb it. So like, you can do the tutorial, but it's like, do you remember what lesson 7 was about? Can you like do the thing that lesson 7 covered? You don't want to be stuck with people you don't like. Don't work with people. I don't work with people. I hate people. No, I understand it's intimidating. Go to itch.io/jams. Pick like the lowest stressed jam that you can find. You don't even need a jam. You could just make a game for yourself, but I find that having like deadlines and like prompts and stuff is good. But yeah, don't get stuck in tutorial hell. They call it tutorial hell for a reason. Yeah, you don't have to work with other people, especially if you know how to program. The only skill that you absolutely need to be able to make a game, and arguably you don't even need that because you could use Scratch or something else, or rip blueprints. But yeah, if you're learning how to code, that's literally the only required skill to making a video game. You don't need to know how to draw. You can just go use free assets. You don't need to know how to make music. Don't listen today, people are good for you. I don't know about that. I feel like the burden is on you for proving that. I don't feel like the burden's on me. Like Q before me, I dare you to prove.
What in the name of heaven is this? You're out of your Vulcan mind, Spock.
You are out of your Vulcan mind, Spock. I'm gonna need to find some relevant ones. Osake 2000, gifting tier 1 subs. Oh, throwing them down. Nanigans being the first in there. Simran, Code. Smooth into second, getting the gift sub. Very kind. Titan, Roboduck. Thank you, Osake. Appreciate you. Thanks for the follow, too. I don't know who just follows and throws subs. Saw me on YouTube. Followed you here. Dedicated to show some love. I really appreciate that. How are you doing? Happy Thursday. We're working on refining. We've redirected all the interactions to go through the tile map. So we're trying to rehook our UI system up and forcing you to play your cards onto the map first. We're working on hooking all that stuff back up. Really appreciate you. Thank you for the sub gift, the gifted subs. It takes a special person to come in and gift a bunch of subs and not to themselves. So really appreciate that. Thanks for the hydrate, Nix. I'm almost out of coffee. I actually am out of coffee. You did make a game in Scratch, 3 levels. Nice. Yeah, you got it. Just each time make a game that's slightly bigger than the last game. Just grow a little bit each time. There's actually some game tutorial stuff in the Godot docs where they show you how to make a whole game. Do one of those, because at least at the end of that, you have a whole game. Hopefully the series you're doing also has that. Something like that. But yeah. Don't get stuck in tutorial hell. It's really easy. It's really easy to do. It really sucks. So do all these print statements. Get these print statements out of here. All right, so I fixed the thing I wanted to fix, right? Which is if we play a knight and then I play another knight, that doesn't do anything. Should probably highlight this. You should probably do a sheet highlight outline, but not the full one. You should only do it actually when you mouse over it, probably, if you've got this open. I don't know what to do when the character sheet's already open. I haven't decided how I want that. But if the character sheet is closed, at least it's successfully... And if I fail, it resets. Okay, so what we need now is if I actually hover over, it needs to open the character sheet. So how do I want to handle that? Should I signal? I probably need a signal for that. You call it like on card token hover or something like that. We have added and we have freed. We could say signal, card, token, hover, card token, card token. We'll need some kind of drop logic too. Actually, could we send... What do we want? What do we want to send? I think we need to send the avatar and the token. Let's try that. So under process, if entered. What I want to avoid... I don't want to send this signal every frame, obviously. Maybe we have like a variable token hovered. Or maybe we'd say like avatar hovered, card hovered. Thank you for the hype train. Completed at level 2. Thank you, Osake. What's in my hype train chest? A frog wow emote. Oh, let me throw that. That's a good one. Oh, it's not in my list. I haven't gotten it yet. All right, Lurk, got to get back to work. Thank you so much, Osake. Yeah, please do. Please do come back. Check us out. YouTube, Twitch. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you. Yeah, I heard Blueprints is being deprecated or something. Yeah, you can always share your work in our Discord. We have a showcase chat if you want to share projects you've already made. Nyx with the 3-stream streak. All right, card hover. Do I want the card? I think I want the avatar. Because I know what the token is. I need to know what the avatar is. All right, if card entered. Card is entered. Card res. Card res is hero card. If not, party avatars dot has. Else. Yeah, this is the else we're interested in. Else. If not, is cursor in bounds. Whatever. If it is. If character tile is equal to cursor map. Here we go. Here we go. What do we need to do? Do we do anything? We don't need to do anything. We've already done it. So now we need to say card. What did I name the signal? Card token hover. Card avatar. Well, let's store this. Variable. Character. Let's say variable. Avatar. I'm not tracking the card avatar. Card avatar added. Card avatar. How are we doing on time? I'm running out of time, but that's fine. We're doing okay. I'm feeling better about our progress today. So we'll send the card avatar. We will also send the card token. We will also say card hovered. I need to say emit. Card hovered is the card avatar. I should probably say character hovered. Oh, we still need to get... We still haven't done this yet. Card entered, card token. Let's say character hovered. Store a card avatar. And so what we're going to do is we're going to say... Where was that branch? Here it is. We'll say if this... Else map corners dot visible is false. And not character hovered. So once the character's already hovered, we don't want to do this anymore. So we'll say, we'll undo all of this. Character hovered will become null. to say hovered. We'll have to say unhovered. All right, token unhovered. Why am I marking the token? Oh yeah. I don't know if we necessarily need to do it that way, but we could. We'll just send the card avatar and try to see if we can do that. Emit. A lot of signals being used here. Do we say signal avatar hovered character hovered? Oh, well, we need to know if it's a hero, so whatever, we'll do this. It really is the card avatar that's being hovered, so we'll say card avatar hovered. It's important to get bogged down in stupid naming convention stuff. It's really important. Make sure that's what you're doing as much as possible. So what I actually care about is that the card avatar has been hovered, unhovered. I don't know if I need to send the token, so I'm not going to resend the token. So I think I can do it without that. Just the difference in the last 2 days makes it start to feel more like a game rather than an UI. Yeah. There's something happening. There's something happening here. Yeah, I heard they're getting rid of blueprints. The drama I've heard is that it's because they don't want to support it with their new agentic tooling or whatever AI nonsense they're trying to sell. I just found out that I'm supposed to lead a meeting on how we might use AI on our team, and I'm like the last person they should have chosen to lead that meeting. We'll see. If anything, it just lets me play devil's advocate the whole time. And by devil's advocate, I mean humanity's advocate. I don't know. I haven't read any of the original material. They have a different system that they want to make. I don't think it's blueprints. I think it's called like Verse or something. It looks interesting. I pay no attention to what happens with Unreal because I don't care. I have there's no future in which I would switch from Godot to Unreal. I don't think anyone needs to be using Unreal unless they're trying to get a job in the industry. If you want to be a tech artist at Epic, yes, learn Unreal. But I don't think it's a great time to be trying to get an industry job, if I'm being, honest. I feel like the discard pile is too close. I don't really want to move it closer to the Maybe I will a little bit. Discard pile feels too close. It's starting to cramp my style here. What if I just moved the discard pile by like 4? What would that look like? I might just need to move it by 2. 4 might be too much. Discard. Oh yeah, that's too close. What about 2 though? And I just need to move the preview button also by 2. That's the wrong way. Wait, why? Oh, that's size. Oops. Oopsies. I'm like, why can't I move this? Discard. It's okay. It's a little close. But it's better. It was really cramping this left arrow, in my opinion. Hey, Goski, sorry. I didn't see you. How's it going? You got to game dev. You're trying to first make a lot of components and reusable stuff. You did a dual grid tile set, for example. You're not sure how to wire stuff, how to wire correctly. Huh. Well, I think it's high risk to make a bunch of components when you're not familiar with how they work together yet. I think that's hard. In Godot, the saying is call down, signal up. So if you're communicating from something higher up in the tree down to its children, you can just call into functions. But as soon as you're signaling up from lower elements in the tree, like further down in the scene tree, as soon as you start trying to communicate with things higher up that you don't know where they are, the best thing to do is to just emit a signal. And that's what I'm doing, because my tile map layer system and my UI roster system are totally separate. They don't directly call each other ever. They just emit signals. So I would look into Godot signals because they're confusing, but they're incredibly powerful. Because you can subscribe, you can connect signals, disconnect signals. They can be very dynamic. You can bind additional arguments depending on the circumstance. So yeah, I would use the power of the signal. That's a lot of the way this game works. There's a lot of signaling going on. So when I move a card into the tile map, that causes a signal, and the tile map does some thinking, and if it decides, it emits its own signal that then the party roster listens to and does modifications based on that. Where's the other knight? There it is. I don't know what I'm testing right now. I changed something. Okay, the breathing room is much better. I don't know why that was bothering me so much, the discard pile being just right over there. Okay, so there's something weird happening here. Something very weird happening here. There's some constant modulation. Like something's flickering every frame when I'm over there, so we gotta fix that. I know what branch that is. You like Godot because open source? Good reason, good reason. Hey, Titan Roboduck. Unreal super bloated. Well, it's for bigger boys than us, right? Unreal is for the big blockbuster studios. Like Marvel uses Unreal, if I understand correctly. Like, and that's to make movies, right? Yeah. Unless you're trying to make the next Mass Effect, you don't need to use the Unreal Engine. Signals are great. Units are placing. Hey, Jacob. Yeah, we've flipped everything upside down. We're still trying to reconnect it all. But now everything in the UI is being driven by the tile map stuff instead of vice versa. Because when we had it the other way, it was really annoying where you'd like play a card and then you need to enter into like token placing mode. And if the token placing mode failed, you'd have to unplay the card. So now it's all like super seamless where until the token can be played, it just remains a card. and there's this really seamless card to token transition. And the play will only succeed if you do certain things, like the knight can only be deployed into the deployment area. So yeah, we've got that set up. It's a good rework. I did it in like the last day, so we're still hooking it back up. But we're starting to get there. I don't know what I want to do with the character sheet for this part. So what we want to do next is we want to fix whatever's going on here. There's something flickering, because I didn't want to do that every frame, but because I'm not doing it every frame, there's still something happening every frame. So why is that? So I think we're on this branch. Bounded tiles is getting cleared every single frame. If not, is cursor inbounds map bounds. Map corners dot frame 0. Oh well. Map corners visible dot false. Bounded tiles set cell inbound tile set cell outbound tile. Bounded tiles dot clear is running too often. But we need to clear at some point. So what is I think happening? I actually think it's more than just this. So I think we're doing all of this here, and then we're doing something again down here. Corners not visible is false. Map corners is true. Oh, maybe not. If not, is cursor in bounds. If not, card token. Else. No, this should be okay then. Bounded tiles dot clear. Bounded tiles is getting cleared here. That's probably not good. Actually, maybe that's okay. We're gonna comment that out. This is gonna look wrong, but we're gonna just see. See if that's at least the source of it. Because if it is, I can do something about it. How are you doing, Jacob? You really like the UI of the game? Thank you. No worries. You usually just bind a reference to the signal. That way you can connect to the other script without you knowing where it is. Yeah, I have different opinions about connecting signals and stuff. Right now, I'm just doing it in the editor because this is like a super stable environment. But usually I like to do it in code, but it's like annoying as shit to connect signals in code. I always get the syntax wrong. There's like 2 or 3 different ways to do it. Strivent, you felt pretty accomplished. You were able to set up your Chromebook as a remote desktop so you can be outside working on Godot using your desktop to process everything. That's neat. That's neat. I think that's an important thing to get more into, the kind of remote stuff, because man, it's hard to get a good computer, so you're not just gonna want to have a pile of them. Jacob, you've been working hard on the LD. Oh yeah, the little Dr. Games jam. It's almost done. They extended it a week. Nice, nice. Whatever works for you is fine. You just have your preference. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm not saying your way is wrong. Not at all. Alright, so now if I play this again, I think we're running out of steam today. I just want to... Yeah, what is this flickering? What is causing this flickering? So it's going in and out constantly. It's constantly flipping the tile. Why? Why is it doing that? If not, is cursor inbounds map bounds? It definitely is. Are we doing something up here? No. Okay, I think that clear is correct. Elif. Else. So if not in bounds, if it is in bounds, if the card avatar dot tile map. Ooh, not character hovered. Character hovered, null. Ah, I'm an idiot. So if card avatar dot tile map is cursor map. And not hovered. Yeah, that's stupid. Alright, that was a mistake. If not hovered. Actually, I could have this be one thing. And we can say... I think we can just say and... Or I think we can say LF hovered. LF character hovered. That should fix that. Yeah, I haven't gotten too much into Linux. I have some old computers. Oh, Goski, what's up? Sorry, it's the YouTube chat is outside of my vision range a little bit. Yeah, you're on YouTube. We're also on Twitch. We're also on Twitch. That's where a lot of the chat is. Oh yeah, you followed. You're here. I see you, Goski. Thank you. How else than through code can you connect signals? There's a few ways. The easiest way to do it is to just do it through the editor. So you go here and you go to signals, and then any node has... So you click on... You connect from the source. So you connect, and then you connect to... Wow, I crashed the engine trying to connect a signal just now. Somehow. The game is still playing. I have not seen an error like that before. Well, now you'll just... There's just no way to know then, I guess. We're doing it. We're doing it, boys. We're making a game. You know you're making a real game when you start crashing the engine. Let's see if I fixed my bug. But yeah, you can do it directly through the node by starting from the source and then hitting the connect, and then you connect it to the destination, the one who's listening to it. Or you can do it in code. And so if your scene is stable and like these nodes don't go away, like if they're all permanent like these nodes are, like if I reload this scene, I'm reloading like all of it. Actually, I guess the battle map layer might get reloaded. I have to decide about that. I might need an environmental map. All right, card avatar hovered, card avatar unhovered. We actually do need to connect these. Let's see if I fix this thing first. You've not seen me drink since you joined. I've been working on this coffee, but you're right, I am a little dehydrated. Thank you. All right, so we drop this. I'm gonna close this. And then if I try to play another one... Okay, now it's way worse than before. Now it's not even doing this. Man, I don't understand anything. Oh well, we're running out of time today. That's okay. We'll see if we can fix this one bug. Clearly I don't understand what's happening. Well, I guess if I clear the bound tiles every frame, that's no good. Let's stop doing that. The problem is we're still flickering here. So if the cursor is in bounds, we want to make sure the corners, the map corners.visible is false. And then if card avatar.tilemap is equal to cursor map and not character hovered, we set the character hovered, we set the bound tile. So this is true when we're on the right tile, and we haven't signaled the character hover yet. So we set the cell. We emit the signal. We record the hovered character. And then so next time we go through this branch, this is false because character hovered is true. Oh. I need to check the other condition. I'm dumb. So we can say this, elif not equals and character hovered. Right. This should be correct. I don't know about the board clear thing. I might still want to do the bounded tiles board clear thing. Well, no. No, I don't. We'll do it here. Do it here just in case. I don't know if I needed to clear in both cases. Alright, let's see if I fix this at least. Close that. Okay, we got this, and then now I'm on here. Okay, so now we're not getting any of it. What happens when I actually on the thing? Okay, that part's right. Okay, now it's submitted correctly. So we actually need to do... We just need to cover this initial case, which is when I've entered but not yet hovered. That's neat. All right, so elif not inbounds else. I see where we're being a little too picky here with these two conditions. I'm gonna be cheap. No, I can't do an else. All right, so if we haven't character hovered, I want to do the character hover stuff. If we have character hovered, I want to unhover because this. Here, let's do this. This is kind of stupid, but this is how we're going to do this. This will work. And I'm out of time, so a stupid solution that will work is sufficient for today. If I click off and unselect, that should also close the character sheet. There's so much stupid little UI stuff we got to work out. But it's going to be a game. It's going to be a game soon. Going to be gaming. Okay, that's the wrong symbol, but otherwise, that's right. It needs the outbound tile. Otherwise, we're pretty much there. And that's all right. That'll probably do it for us today. No stream tomorrow. No stream tomorrow. But I will be back Saturday. Possibly Sunday. I'm not going to commit. All right, let's see if I did this. Okay, there we go. There we go. So it's like, okay, first play the card in the map. Now it's like, okay, it's this kind of a card. Play it on here. I could arguably wait and force you to do that, but I don't really want to do it that way. And then if you drop this, it should level you up. If you don't drop it there, it should just come back to your hand. Maybe I want it to be like that, actually. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't want it to just instantly turn into a token. I don't know. I kind of want the items to, just so that they're not crowding the whole board. Maybe they should stay as cards until you actually deploy them in their deployment area. So maybe when I pick this, it should actually just immediately go to this rather than have this short step here. But I kind of want this intervening step so that when I hover over here, now it'll open the character sheet. I want that intervening step. That's kind of what I do at the beginning, right? No, that's not what I do at the beginning, is it? So if I play a knight for the first time, it's like, you need to play it here. You can't just play it out there. I don't know. I have to think about that. All right, I'll think about that. It's been fun, though. Good progress. Not like world-shattering progress, but I think we're on our way. I think I like our new paradigm. Yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you all hopefully this weekend sometime. Gray Artificer, thank you for the follow. See ya. See ya, Remus. Thanks again. Osake. Appreciate you all.